Let's take a close look at this bounce off of this previous day's level here before it broke down. Here's the 5-minute chart, right? Let's look at that on the 250-minute chart, 250 tick chart. And you can see the bounce, the consolidation before the breakthrough, and then the consolidation before the continuation. My stop would have been under here. Right there would be my entry. These are the trades I'm looking for. Now, I might have tried to short this after that pintail doji candle right there on that red candle there, and as it goes down I break even, or I stop out very quickly, very small stop loss. I would have reversed it and gone long and made that back. These areas are so crucial, and the 5-minute and the 250 tick chart together are such a wonderful combination. I'm gonna really be excited about this, very, very excited about this new strategy. Okay, I'm starting to get a really good strategy here that revolves around previous day pivots, including the open, the close, the high, and the low. And not just the previous day, but multiple days back. For instance, this day was about 6 days back right here. And this low right here was there was amazing stuff going on trading. Okay, and you never know how low something's going to go. You never know. When it was right here, you're thinking it's going to bounce and all this stuff over here on the moving average. At this pivot level here from yesterday and this pivot level from 6 days ago, these were some great trading opportunities. Let's take a look at that. But don't forget, the whole day came up over the top of the previous day and came right back down, and where we had those great setups that I already put in the video. But let's look at these pivot levels now. All right, taking a look at these two different pivot levels that we're talking about as it's falling down here, starting on the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart really, really is the larger time chart that we're using. And then we're going all the way down to the 500 tick and the 250 tick charts. But we'll also use the 5,000 tick chart to look for bigger time zone pivots for looking at setups on the 5,000 tick and the 5-minute. And then we go down to the 500 tick and the 250 tick charts to get our actual setup position. Sometimes it looks good on the 1,000 tick chart. So these lower time charts to get the actual trade itself. So let's take a look at these two setups right here on this pivot. This bounce and this bounce in this circles on the 5-minute chart. That's the same area over here on the 5,000 tick chart that we're looking at right here. And even on these larger time charts, you can see the weakness right here getting ready, the trend line breaks that are taking place, the pintails that are building up, and then the final breakdown. I love the breakdown if there's consolidation and a continuation. It can happen either before the pivot or after the pivot. The consolidation and continuation can happen on either side of the line. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the bounce first, and we'll take a look at the bounce on the 500 tick chart here, and then we'll look at it the other location as well. Okay, here's the bounce. Now, not knowing that it's definitely going to bounce, I might have been sucked into a little bit of a short on this red candle right here, because we have a breakdown and all these pintails right here are testing, and then it rolls into this big red candle right there. So I could have gotten short on that and then had my stops right above the red line. Right up here I would have had my stop, and it would have came up and stopped me out. So that could have been a loss. But as soon as it closes above strong, I'm looking for consolidation, continuation, and that's what we get. We get this whole area right here where it's completely consolidating, and it just that red green candle right there. Let's take a look at it. The big candle after the red candles just takes off. So I got an entry on that. 1, 2, 3, 4-hour return before it comes back to break even, because I would have probably eventually went to break even at some point. Bring my stop up to break even. If I don't take 1, 2, 3, whatever 4-hour return on it, it comes back, I'll stop out for break even. A lot of times that happens to me when I'm expecting a big move. All right, so that's the first area. One first loss, little tiny loss, and then a big run on the second one. Let's go to where it actually breaks down. Let's take a look at the breakdown now, because it's very important that we use the higher time charts along with these 500 tick charts and so on. So up here on the 5,000 tick chart, you see, if you can see, it breaks the pivot and then it comes right back up, creating a green pintail. Okay, so it creates a green pintail right there, and then it rolls back down and closes below that. That's what we're seeing right here. As it breaks it, comes back up, closes in a green pintail. Then we get the two pintails here, the close above the moving averages, and our consolidation, pintails, and continuation, more pintails, continuation, and any one of these areas right here we could have gotten short. It just continues to offer and offer up great setups over and over again. So that's at the previous day's low. And as we saw yesterday in the video that I made, there were all kinds of pivots from several days ago. 1, 2, even 3. 1, 2, 3, and this one over here. 4 pivot levels where this day right here went through, chopped around, and gave us all kinds of great reversal setups, breakthrough setups, and it was a great day. I've learned the last 2 days now from seeing this that I think I want to try to focus on this as being my main strategy. So when I talk about my main strategies being the moving average strategy, the 3-bar reversal, and what's the other one? But this is becoming even more popular to me in my mind. It really is. I like this one better than any of the other strategies that I have. Oh, the trend line strategy. Trend lines, all of this stuff's still going to be used with those other strategies. As you can see, the moving average strategy, all the time charts are agreeing in the same direction, and you get a close below all the moving averages. You get a trend line break. They're all included, but we're just putting those with a pivot level. So what I'm doing really is I'm combining all the strategies at a certain level at a certain time. Instead of just trying to find them in anywhere, I'm going to try to put the trend line break, the moving average strategy, and the 3-bar reversals. I'm going to try to put those at these daily pivot levels. Now I'm also going to include the 4-hour chart pivot levels. Different color, but I'm going to also see how that works too. We got these 4-hour pivots. 4-hour pivots. I'm going to see how price acts around those and make videos on that as well. So that's going to be the new thing right now. Pivot level trading strategies, combining all my other strategies at the pivot level areas, point of resistance or reaction area.